good morning. Welcome to, a nice beautiful sunrise here in the northwest province of South Africa. We're at Madikwe Game Reserve and it's quite chilly this morning, I must say, but not as bad as the other day. Good morning again. My name's Andrew and that's St. Paul behind the camera. And our plan this morning, first things first, we're going to watch the sunrise and then we're going to try and find the lions. The ones with the cubs, and hopefully the two mahiwas are together. Because I did hear them roaring last night and it was the two males roaring at the same time, which makes me think that they've reunited. So we'll check that out this morning. Cool. Back to the sunrise. Rising nice and quickly. Beautiful. So we did actually go to where some of you would have seen yesterday that the lions, they killed a buffalo, actually two buffaloes to be exact, and there was two adult females there with the blonde mahiwa. There was actually a third female and much older female called the magogo, the grandmother, which I saw briefly. But they were there for about 2 or 3 days or so, and they've eaten a lot of the meat, and I think Jackals and Ahina gave them a bit of a tough time last night. And so they've moved from that area now, and they're finished. I'm going to see if we can maybe find them again. Now, let's just watch this cow. It's busy chewing at the moment. She has been doing some ruminating while I've been talking. So watch the throat area. You're going to see she's going to chew, and then she's going to swallow, and that food goes down, and then moments later, the food comes straight back up into the mouth, and she rechews it. So not seeming like she's going to do it now that I've pointed it out. Come on, we're waiting for you. There it goes down. Toop. Yeah, now it's going to come back up. Look, you see that? Interesting, eh? Just interesting. So this is a ruminating animal, which means that before the dung can be passed out the system in the form of their dung, it needs to eventually get through a complex of 4 chambers in the stomach. And by doing that, when it reaches the 4th chamber and digests it and moves out the body, it's been digested and chewed down so well that the animal is able to get a lot of nutrition out of what it's eating. It's because it's chewing it well. It's grinding the food down well, making it finer and finer for the different chambers in the stomach until it's passed out.
It almost looks like we've got a whole ocean of mist coming over, and there's just little islands of bushes sticking out on the top of the mountain. An absolutely gorgeous and certainly very unique sunrise. In fact, you can just see the sun starting to pop out. You can just see the top of that round ball of fire breaking through that orange patch. How cool is this? We couldn't resist showing you. It's just so different. Everything is so still here this morning, other than the mist and the sun. It's quite a thick blanket of mist. It's not often that we get that much mist in this particular section of Amakhala. We're moving towards the central part now. It's not often the mist comes over that particular mountain. It's normally coming up from the basin and coming from the valleys. We're in a big open clearing, so this is definitely different. And we're going to be heading straight towards the sun. And then we're going to be moving along through all of the valleys, going as far east as we can. Amazing, isn't it? I think it's on a bit of a hunting mission this morning. Probably looking for little rodents. Got its nose down, snuffing around. There's a little ant-eating chat on the termite mound on the right. Not too worried by the jackal. And I don't think the jackal will be too worried about the bird. Birds are a little bit fast for jackals. But nose down like that, especially in this section where there's so many termite mounds and little burrowing animals, everything from moles right the way through to field mice, rats, all sorts of things. They would all live here. And that, the rodent part, makes up a massive chunk of a jackal's diet. Yeah, definitely not worried about the bird. I don't know where the rest of the jackals are. They're usually around here in numbers. This is where that den site used to be. Oh, it's digging. It's heard something or smelled something. It might get a rodent. Birds are coming to investigate, so the movement of the jackal moving the dirt is going to get insects to pop up as well. Great food source for the chats.
We have this beautiful, beautiful giraffe. All of them, it's always amazing here. They get together, and now you can see it's only female, no male involved. But on the area here, not far, there might be a males that trailing behind. These guys are always attract males wherever they are. Some of them are pregnant, some of them they might not. Of course, maybe the reason why the males are, look at that single file. I love when the animal do single file like as they're doing. Look at the necks, look like antennas taking signals. Ah, lovely. Beautiful animal. Sometimes you cannot notice how beautiful is this animal until you get close to a giraffe. So all these giraffe here, most of them are heavily pregnant, which means they are building the populations of giraffe here. It will be amazing in few years to come. So unbelievable.
And as you can see, we've got this beautiful lilac-breasted roller that is all fluffed up, keeping nice and warm for the morning. Of course, trapping all that nice hot air or warm air between the feathers. That's why they puff themselves up like that. But isn't it beautiful? Just those colors, especially now we're sitting on the right side. Of course, the sun coming from behind us, and it's hitting this lilac-breasted roller just perfect. So every color that's on this bird is just popping out and really, really showing off. Oh, stunning. And always, and what I love about these birds, they're always sitting on the dead trees, like, you know, like an open clearing, an open area, or they'll be sitting right on top of a bush, exposing themselves and hoping that there's going to be a little insect or two that's going to flutter past, and then they can grab it. But yes, thank you so much for joining us on our sunrise safari this morning. Thank you so much for all the comments and the questions that you've sent through to us. I do appreciate it, or we all do appreciate it thoroughly. Keeps us on our toes. We will see you once again this afternoon on our sunset safari. Have a wonderful evening, or afternoon, and morning.